Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, the markets across the board are turned to motion. So the really drastic action, significant action on all major currencies across the board. And guys, on the situation in euro currency, you could just see what's really the big deal is the market mechanics. Because recall what we said within the previous couple of sessions and then the end of the previous week. We said it really looks curious because market has formed a context for possible retracement, has completed some reversal patterns. I mean the daily butterfly. That's not really small pattern. It was developing for approximately 2-3 weeks or even longer. And on the intraday charts, we saw the challenges, the attempts to market to show the retracement, really big upward spike when the euro currency has tried to show the bounce up, has tried to turn to retracement, but every attempt was forced down by the bears, and that has led to the just flat action, the pennant pattern on the daily chart. And we said, well, it's really curious, it's look not normal. And as the market can't started to form upward reversal pattern, I mean double repo, although it has done anything to form this pattern, it can't respond on the butterfly. Every move up was destroyed, and this just shows you how market is heavy. And in such a situation, the market mechanics means very a lot. So it's very important. That's why when we start to talk about on the two recent sessions, we start to talk about that probably the maximum that market could do is just show the flat action, and we probably will see another leg down before any retracement will happen, if it will happen at all. And as you can see, that has been confirmed by the yesterday's action. And right now, in general, the analysis that we have prepared on the many major currencies now are starting to work. So, for example, on the Japanese yen, as you know, our long-term analysis suggests the upward action and reaching of the 106.50 area on the monthly chart. And Japanese yen has started to move up and started to approve the confirmed the pattern that has been formed on the monthly chart and the pattern that now stands on the weekly chart. But the Japanese yen situation, although it's really interesting, but it's a bit long term. It's mostly the topic for weekly analysis. But for the daily, we today, guys, turn to the Australian dollar. So today our updates on the market mostly will be of the some sort of the gold type, because Australian dollar is the gold currency. And today we will talk about the Australian dollar, and the next update will be dedicated to the gold market. So in the daily chart of the Australian dollar, I would like to return back to the pattern that we have discussed in the beginning of the August, and we said that that could be the free drive buy pattern. And we have finished our previous discussion right here at the top, where we said that we need to see the market turns to the downside because some patterns have been formed here, and we said this market will complete them. It should turn to the down if this pattern is still valid and it really could be formed, and that has happened. So the destination point of this pattern stands approximately at 92.15 area. So you can see the crossing of the extensions. It's 1618 extension, red line of the first drive. It's 127 of the second drive. Okay. Crossed in the same area. Also, that will be the monthly pivot support one, and maybe that could be also the daily oversold. So will be really not bad supported at all. So that's the destination point. That the area that market should reach to complete the 3-drive pattern and to let us to take the scalp long position with the target above the stop. So that will be not really small potential. It's approximately 150 pips potential of this pattern if it will be formed, of course. But right now it's really is forming, and there's no questions by far concerning this pattern yet. Let's see what will happen next. On the 4-hour time frame chart, we see how market has completed this retracement. And recall that first target of this retracement was estimated by this ABCD pattern. So ABC bottom, we said that market has hit 1618 extension. So the first beacon of this potential target of this retracement has happened, has been achieved. And now we said need some pattern that could let us to enter short, or at least that should trigger the move to the downside. And that pattern also has been formed, so you can see the market has completed nicely looking 3-drive sell pattern that's now triggered move down. Okay. If you would like, you could find some inner patterns that stands inside of this on the larger pattern. For example, the butterfly that you could see on the hourly chart. That's the butterfly that we also have discussed. It's the final part of the butterfly of the 3-drive pattern. Here, guys, very interesting moment that I am talking about every time. So this is very interesting from the educational point of view. So take a look that here many traders could suggest that market has completed the butterfly since it has turned down. It's really fast action. So it looks like the market has started to move down. Butterfly almost completed. But take a look what has happened next. Market returned right back up, hit the target of the butterfly, and only after that has started to move down. That is what I'm talking about every time. So I feel uncomfortable when I see uncompleted target, and I don't want to leave uncompleted target on my back when I'm taking the opposite position. So if I would like to trade the butterfly, if even I have no patience and have entered short here, anyway you should place stop based on the target of the butterfly, and based on the assumption that market should hit it. And that's very good looking example of this price action that happens every time on many markets. Especially gold market likes to show such sort of action. Anyway, right now market shows move down. It has entered in the final phase of the 3-drive pattern on the daily chart. Now it's forming the 3rd drive particular. Well, and now it turns to some retracement. So here, guys, we need to watch for these levels. 93.05 approximately, because this is the confluence resistance, this is the monthly pivot point, and this is, take a look, natural support resistance line around the precisely around the weekly pivot point, because you can see this was significant retracement, was support, again support, retracement, breakout. Now it should be a resistance. So it is preferable for 3-drive pattern that market will not pass through this area. We need to see that market will fail here. It will be preferable and continue move lower. That's what we would like to see, because this is really significant resistance area, and if market really has intention to continue move down and complete the 3-drive, it's better to see that market will fail here and turn to the downside. But anyway, our major object from this update is daily pattern. So currently it's not very important for us. Well, if market will pass through it to the upside and will erase the 3-drive, well, that's not the strategy. We just won't get the pattern, right? So here we have no risk, in fact, if even market will continue move up and turn to some other scenario, turn to some other pattern or some other development. This could be crucial for the scalp traders. For example, if you're searching possibility to take into short and you would like to take the position here, well, that's really not the worst area to think about it, because the potential from here to the 90 to 15 area is almost 100 pips, so not small potential, because if market really will continue to move lower, it should reach this area to complete this redrive. So that could be interesting also for scalpers. Well, but that's really interesting pattern. It's rather clear, and I think that's worthy of our attention, and we should continue to monitor this situation. So that's been said for the current market. The scalp traders could think about taking short position here with a potential target around the daily three drive completion point. It could be done, although that is not the object of our update. Others could trade on the daily chart, just monitor this redrive because this is really interesting, and watch for the 92.15 area as the completion point of the redrive. And if market will reach it, we will start to search bullish reversal patterns on intraday charts that led us to take the long position with the target above this top. That's our trading plan for the Australian dollar by far.